The Abbasid era and the golden age of Al-Andalus. Welcome back to History Uncovered. Having followed the rise of Islam and the conquest of North Africa, today we explore two monumental chapters in the legacy of Islamic civilization, the Abbasid Caliphate and the flourishing of Al-Andalus. These twin stories, from Baghdad to Córdoba, show how power, knowledge, and cultural exchange reshaped the medieval world. The Abbasid Revolution, from Damascus to Baghdad. By the mid-8th century, resentment against the Umayyad dynasty had reached a boiling point. Many Muslims, particularly non-Arabs and the supporters of the Prophet Muhammad's family, grew disillusioned with Umayyad rule, which had become increasingly autocratic and aristocratic. In 750 CE, the Abbasid family, claiming descent from Muhammad's uncle Abbas ibn Abdul-Muttalib, led a successful revolution. The last Umayyad Caliph, Marwan II, was killed, and the Abbasids moved the capital from Damascus to Baghdad, a newly built city that would become the crown jewel of the Islamic world. Baghdad in the Golden Age. Under the Abbasids, the Islamic Empire entered a golden age of science, philosophy, medicine, and art. Caliphs such as Harun al-Rashid reigned 786 to 809, and his son Al-Ma'mun reigned 813 to 833, presided over a vibrant intellectual era. The House of Wisdom in Baghdad attracted scholars from Persia, India, Byzantium, and beyond. Greek texts by Aristotle, Plato, and Galen were translated into Arabic. Mathematicians like Al-Khwarizmi invented algebra. Scientists like Ibn Sina advanced medicine. Philosophers like Al-Farabi and Al-Ghazali debated metaphysics. The Islamic world became a conduit of knowledge between East and West, preserving ancient wisdom and laying the groundwork for Europe's Renaissance. Yet even as Baghdad flourished, the vastness of the empire made central control difficult. In the far west, a survivor of the Umayyad family had slipped away from the Abbasid purge and would soon build his own realm. The Umayyads of Córdoba and the birth of Al-Andalus. In 756 CE, Abd al-Rahman I, the only surviving Umayyad prince, fled to Iberia. There he established the Emirate of Córdoba, rejecting Abbasid authority. While politically separate, Al-Andalus became one of the most advanced societies in medieval Europe. Under the rule of Abd al-Rahman III, reigned 912 to 961, Córdoba reached its zenith. He declared himself Caliph of Córdoba in 929 CE, challenging the Abbasids spiritually and politically. Córdoba became a city of light. Libraries, schools, hospitals, and mosques filled the landscape. The Great Mosque of Córdoba, with its rows of arches and golden mihrab, stood as a symbol of Islamic splendor. Al-Andalus welcomed Jews and Christians under dhimmi status, fostering an environment of relative tolerance and exchange. Cultural impact and legacy. The scholars of Al-Andalus translated Arabic texts into Latin, reintroducing lost Greek knowledge to Western Europe. Figures like Averroes, Ibn Rushd, and Maimonides shaped both Islamic and European thought. Meanwhile, in Baghdad, political fractures and external threats, especially from the Seljuks and later the Mongols, began to erode Abbasid authority. Conclusion: twin lights of a golden age. Though separated by geography and politics, the Abbasid Caliphate in Baghdad and the Umayyad legacy in Al-Andalus represented two luminous centers of a shared civilization. They preserved and expanded humanity's knowledge, inspired generations, and laid foundations for both the Islamic and European intellectual traditions. In our next episode of History Uncovered, we will explore the fall of Baghdad to the Mongols and the eventual Christian reconquest of Al-Andalus, events that reshaped the Islamic world forever.